Alright, so we have more updates on the engine, and it appears we have like a stage, and we've got scrolling. Now it is inefficient in the part where they're not stamps or anything, they're actually all clones. But I think it's mitigated by the just step tile movement, so it doesn't really matter anyways, and there's not really a whole lot of logic running on each of these. They only really get to move when the player moves. So and it loops too, so it makes games appear a bit bigger than they are, which of course they aren't. Which means you can't really put anything off screen, because as soon as it goes off screen, it goes back on screen. And there is a small bit where they aren't. So as you can see, they're in frame here, and then if we take one step, they're off. 2 steps, they're still off, and on the third, we see them again. So there are 2 spaces of blank if needed. But that's about it. So let's take a look at the code. So now we can actually go into the editor just by pressing tilde, and we can go back into running the program by hitting enter. And if we take a look at how this code's working, let's see here, exhibited program behaviors. So command A just makes something move in a random direction, pretty much every frame. And we're putting all of these scripts into a single object. So we're basically just moving it in a couple different directions. And if we take a look at B, is pretty much the stamp. So B, it's going to repeat whatever variable's in here. And by default, the variable is always 8. I just forgot where it is. Yeah. Variable holding in sprite memory. It's always set to 8 first. Okay. So yeah, let's point in direction. Let's get rid of that stop right there. And also for every sprite that has a clone program behavior, it cannot loop, or else it's going to crash. I mean, it's going to make the thing nice and slow, so we don't want that. So I think I want this thing to face 90 degrees. So I think it was facing F was 180, so yeah, D 90 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and do B again. Pretty much just do that. And then I want it to face, actually I think we'll use index here. So it'd be like variable, and then we can do case pretty long. So then we'll just have it go downwards. And then let's see here. It seems like a pretty decent thing for a map. And then we can just end the hash. We should have something interesting happening here. Or maybe not. Maybe we have the same thing almost. It looks the same. It looks the same. That's a bit of a problem. What did we do beforehand? Back to the editor. Was it like this before? Hash. Go my scarab. What was it looking like before? It was looking like a backwards C. Okay. So I think F. Oh, because we didn't do B, right? So F and then B ended. Oh no. And it's facing downwards. Okay, and then I want it to face that way again. So I keep forgetting. So B, F, D. So yeah, we'll just do D and then B, B, and then at. Yeah, look at that. There we go. So now I have something a bit more mazy. There we go. So yeah, now we have like an actual like scrolling maze, and we can go ahead and we can put like loot in somewhere. Like here's the full shape on screen all at the same time. This is the shape, but it looks a bit more like a complex maze, or like a big maze. Or could make them with trees maybe. It'd be pretty cool. But the world does seem bigger than a single screen. at least for a bit. And just like that, we have a nice little game map going. And how much memory did we take for this? So it took up quite a few bytes, I'm not gonna lie. And that would give us enough room for maybe a couple enemies. Maybe. So we can be like, and also the objects are all out of place. I'm gonna go with Q. I think Q's a pretty nice spot for that, and then we're just gonna go, let's see what that does. That gives us that little guy right there. He's pretty cool. It's just a chill little guy. And then we'll place in like another guy. So, let's do like W, and we'll place him at like S, and then just give him the A, and then that. And yeah, we need a, geez, I'm looking at it, and I only have like, what, 5 more bytes left. And if I hit enter here, we have a coin going around. Okay. But at the very least, we had control over every single thing we've done about, just about. So, why can't I move? Oh, I can move. Yeah, we've had control over just about everything in here. But yeah, the trade-off is like, yeah, we got no bytes at all. So for the map, we used like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We used 12 bytes for the map. Okay. 12 bytes for the map. Not the best, and these guys are going off center. And that's because like their direction goes in 360 degrees, so I don't know if I want to adjust it to be just 90. That's probably what I'll do, or else it's just gonna wreak havoc. That's fine. Just a couple position things we need to add in. There you go. But yeah, that's a map. Probably need to have like a seed thing or something. Maybe like seeds. No. I don't know. Actually, not too sure. But I'm happy with how the engine works at the very least. Oh man. It's gonna be hard to make anything cool. I mean, we might be able to make a couple things coming to mind, or maybe like, probably Frogger, honestly, could be something. If we like add can damage player to like a couple of these, and then just like have them continue driving, like have like a car sprite, I guess, maybe. Very interesting. Pretty weird. Okay, I think that's about it, really. And it's fitting 3 sprites so far, plus that. What's the script looking like? 'Cause I don't think it should be too big, honestly. This is like the hard reset because sometimes it breaks, and this fixes it somehow, so I'm going to keep it in there. Let's see, clean up. So what's it looking like? Oh no, we have 2, so I'm just trying to get a feel for how many lines of blocks of code. Can I move this? No, I can't. I think a block counter would be nice. Clean up blocks. Hang on. I just got like a block counter. There we go. So how much? It's 780 blocks. So this is 780 blocks. Not the worst. I think there's some room for improving that, I guess, somewhere.